But yo, I got a question. I got a question.
Shout out YG. That's YG, right?
With me. Yeah. Shout out YG.
Shout out YG.
But nowadays, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny that we just coming off the whole TikTok famous thing. Nowadays, what would you say is the main like reason that women would fuck with a nigga?
What's the
main reasons?
The main reason.
Yeah.
What is it between? Is it between
just up in the air, like as far as what you see nowadays?
Okay, okay. To make it simpler, I will put in two categories: clout or money. You want to go with that?
I agree.
Those two?
No, that's what I'm saying. Those are the reasons.
Right.
Well,
okay.
Like those could be reasons.
I would say clout.
Clout
and the reason why I say that is because like I've seen I've seen women hit up guys that like for example. Mm-hmm. The interview with Tory Lanez, ironically, I'm still waiting for that information on Tory Lanez. I'm still waiting.
The other information?
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the reports.
It's crazy how it's like swept under the rug almost.
Low key. I'm telling you, Drake said something that always stuck with me. He said his mom told him this. He said that his mom has like this set. His mom told him that it's a 72-hour rule when it comes to this media shit. If your name is getting thrown in the mud in the media, unless it's like something big like rape or some shit, but if it's just like rumors or something, wait 72 hours. If it ain't too serious, it'll go under. Now this is a little more serious, but check it out now. It's been a week and a half, and niggas ain't even thinking about Tory Lanez until the reports come later. You know what I'm saying it's still women, but it should be higher. I think that's my opinion. I think it should be being blasted.
If it
more.
Is true, based on that title of that
think
article,
it is true.
Then yes, this should be blasted.
Yeah, but
But if it isn't, then I understand why it's taking the course it's taken.
But in the interview on Joe Budden's The Pull Up, shout out Joe Budden.
Yeah.
OG. He said that he's never tricked on a girl. He's not like other rappers buying them bags and spending all his money in the strip club and buying you all this shit like first time he meet you. He said I'm not flying you out because if you live in Miami, whatever city you live in, if it's a lit city like Miami, I'm going to see you. I'm going to be in Miami for a concert. I'm going to be in Miami for a festival. I'm going to run into you.
Tory Lanez said that.
Yeah. And what he said by this, he's a little arrogant, but I agree. He was like, it's 1 million of y'all. It's only one Tory Lanez.
That's facts.
Because he's the one with the clout.
These
facts. Women have their own individual clout because they're attractive women, but he's the prize in this because women want him for the fantasy. He was like, you gonna come to my crib, you gonna come to my penthouse, you gonna enjoy the ambiance, we gonna have a vibe, I'm gonna sing to you, it's gonna be, then we gonna fuck and you gonna leave. There's no exchange of currency between us, and I fuck with that because he don't have to do that.
Plane.
I'm saying
before
he confident,
you pull up,
he know
now you know what to expect.
Exactly, and that's my attitude.
More like,
yep. And women, and I believe he gets a lot of women. So
come on, he's a celebrity.
He has but some celebrities they kind of low. He has there's like a list rolling around that the women he smashed, kind of like Trey Songz, Fabulous. They have like a list. They in that top 10, like Bow Wow's in that list. He's one of them guys that like, okay, he hit that. Women say he hit that. So obviously, it's either him or the clout. I think most times it's the clout. Not saying he not a wavy nigga, but
yeah,
I think women just want to be with guys that had that position, that status.
Yeah, we talking about the average woman. Yeah,
that status, like you build up that fantasy for them that I'm not gonna spend money on you, but you with a nigga that could spend money on you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
If you potentially play your cards right.
Right.
Which is the intrigue for women because they just love intrigue and shit.
Right.
All right. That's interesting. I agree. I agree, by the way.
Agree.
Status and money. Yeah, you hit it on the nail for me. Mm-hmm. Like those are, for me nowadays, the average woman, we're not saying all of y'all, but the average woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Status and money, bro. Mm-hmm. And I would say, I would go even further to state that nowadays, it's so backwards in terms of like a hustle mentality. Women would fuck more for status, or just fuck with the dude more so for status over the money. They not even thinking about the money.
Yeah. Well, you know what it is? And I didn't think about this when we first recorded this. It just popped in. Cause I know some women is gonna say this. They probably gonna be like, yeah, we want to fuck with him because of the status. Because, you know, we do. I mean, okay, when I say about that, it's like the status could be linked to money. He could have a status that is linked to money, like being a doctor or being a actor. You know what I'm saying? But they don't want him for the money because maybe they got their own money. That's one aspect too. Like I'm not dating you for your money. I want you because you seem successful. Because I'm gonna be successful. I want to be a unit. But then there's some girls that, you know what I'm saying?
You made a great point because now women are indeed graduating and attaining
at
higher position.
Black women and particularly,
yeah, attaining high positions at works at their work and being compensated more, so they can afford that luxury lifestyle, that leisure lifestyle. Let me have some me time before I settle down. I get that.
Yeah,
I get that. But still, it doesn't change the fact that they're more likely to fuck with a nigga with status.
Yeah,
over income or anything else, because it's like 5 guys. One could have status, one could have, you know, one could be very wealthy, one could be very, you know, entertaining, one could have great conversation, next one could be very romantic,
right?
But I'm saying majority of women right now, the average woman in society is gonna choose the nigga with status.
Yeah, especially you know, like I would say our age and younger.
Yeah, I'll say millennials.
Because I'm starting to like see it. Like I'll hit up a girl and then if she
choose chicks with status.
No.
Or see with you.
Yeah, like women like they'll mention like, oh, well, you know, I saw you on TikTok. You're kind of famous on there. I'm like, why you mention that the first time we speak?
Yeah.
Like it's girls that I'm speaking to that have 90K, have 100,000 or 20K. I don't mention that shit because deep inside these women be insecure. They be yearning for attention. Like that's just like it. There's no value attached to that unless you really on some content creating shit and like that's like your audience. But if you just pretty, why am I mentioning that? Yo, you got 80K. That's what's up. So where you from? Like that has no value. But they'll mention it though. Yo, you TikTok, I'm not TikTok famous, but they'll be like, yo, you kind of big on TikTok. Like that's what's up. So like, how long you like? Why that's the first count? Like, you know my name? You know what I mean?
I got you.
But you know, that's how it is. That's how it is. People like being around people that's popping. That's why niggas that be in the club try to fit in a section. They ain't spend no money on no bottles. They want to be in that section though, because they around niggas that look like they're doing something.
But I would say this. Before I say this though, who would you blame for this, or who would you say is to blame for this mentality that we took on?
Society.
Society.
I mean, you could blame people on the individual level, like you clearly using your clout for this, and you clearly using your money to get this, but on a bigger level, it's society, because society grooms people into doing those things, into believing those things,
into having that perception.
Society, like especially in America, where everything is superficial, and the more money you have, you are seen as, you know, a sex symbol, and you're seen as like how many guys that have we seen? This is I'm not judging men, but how many guys have we seen get the most beautiful women because they have money?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like in America especially, everybody's superficial.
We've even seen it on,
you know,
a lower level, like in high school and shit.
There are jobs that hire you just because you pretty. They barely hire anybody that.
Remember when they totally ignored me and you when we was in Soho? Those recruiters from Hollister, when we was chilling that day and OG got recruited.
I think it's just because he was taller.
But he's good looking though.
I don't think OG looked better than me. For damn sure, I don't think OG looked better than me.
Oh my God. That's not the point. But he got the height, but he's good
6'4".
looking.
Well, he's 6'2".
But just because he's got the height doesn't equal
I'm not
his looks.
I'm not saying he's ugly, but I'm saying that's why we got overlooked.
Exactly.
Because he's a handsome
I'm
guy
not saying
as well as
I'm not saying
all
myself is ugly. Come on.
Yeah, I'm just saying. It's because he tall, because Hollister has more of a model base.
If me and you were also 6'1".
Yeah, it'd be a wrap.
It'd be slim pickings.
It'd be a wrap.
Oh man.
It'd be a wrap. But literally, I think the CEO for Hollister literally said like he doesn't want any fat people wearing his clothes.
Which is crazy because I looked better than a lot of people that work there. I've seen people that work there. Not a lot, but I've seen people. I'm like, yo,
how you get hired?
You got hired, bro? Like,
yeah.
I'm like,
but that's literally how the hiring process would be. And if you weren't so, and I noticed that, like, if you wasn't so good looking, they would put you in the stockroom. No cap.
Which is funny because they still had good looking people in the stockroom.
How would you know? You wasn't working there.
I know people that worked in the stockroom.
In Hollister? I didn't know that. I'm just saying. I mean, the majority of people that I knew had like a very like appealing face and like model look. We was, including myself.
Mm-hmm. We wasn't a model. Though.
I know I wasn't. Clearly, I'm not tall enough. We was on the sales floor, and then I'm like, the niggas that was kind of rough around the edges, not necessarily unattractive, but rough around the edges.
Yeah,
you know,
they wasn't as polished.
Exactly. They was, and that's just society.
Yeah,
like a business like that wouldn't be able to thrive if it wasn't a society that rewards that type of bias.
We're selling a certain image.
Exactly.
You wear our shirt, you look like this.
Yep.
It's like Pepsi. You drink our soda, you feel great.
That's why so many girls are insecure, because they seeing models on TV have this small ass frame. They wear a size 0. First of all, size 0s is trash. I'm not trying to be anti body positivity, but be proud of your size 6s and 7s and 8s. Y'all look good.
Yeah.
Don't try to fit into that little ass size 0.
Tony voice.
Like real men, like maybe white men, maybe Asian men, but niggas is not. They don't want a girl that's as skinny as an extension cord. We do not like that shit. But yeah, to answer your question, it's society. Plain and simple. You know.
Why do you think society would do that though? Would like paint the picture? And how do you think society?
I mean, I'm speaking on just American society. American society, we're just obsessed. We're obsessed with class, like classism of everything. Classism of looks. Classism when it comes to income, like
material things.
Oh, material things like you have Margielas. Yeah. Oh, you know.
Oh, you
must be in a like if you walk inside of an area with. That's why I love events like Cups and Convos and like stuff like that, because there's no dress code. Like if you wear a suit, oh yeah, you belong in this restaurant, versus a guy who may be making $1 million wearing a sweatsuit.
Yeah,
it's like you determining my social value because of where I wear. And my sweatpants don't have to have a hole in it, but just because it's sweatpants, you assume that I weight less.
Yeah.
When really I own this motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think we just obsessed with class in this country. Like, you know, if you're beautiful, all right, you can come in here for free, but your friends that look they gotta pay $20.
Yeah.
It's just because we want to uphold the quality.
Yeah.
Like what quality? Because it'd be the niggas that's the prettiest, that got the most ugliest insides. If you really want to get technical, like,
shout out to Kanye.
Yeah, facts. In that particular instance, yeah, shout out to Kanye. Yeah, it's just, I don't like it, even though I do benefit from certain of those biases. Like when it even comes down to lighter skin, I know my privilege versus my darker friends, that people see me as less of a threat, or they see me as more appealing on certain things because I'm lighter skinned, or I may get more looks for a company because I may have a better bone structure. All this is stupid ass bias.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not to say that ugly people don't exist, because there are some ugly motherfuckers out here that, you know. Yeah. And then I ain't gonna front. Even with me, it's like.
You used to call me ugly when we first met.
you were just chubby. I called you ugly? I mean, we call our friends names just because.
You used to call Clifton ugly every time you saw him.
Bro, Clifton looked like some shit out of a comic book. Like, he's like the main villain or some shit. Like, I'm telling you. Look, some people some people are just really great at certain things, and they just not great at looking good. Like, like these motherfuckers just look bad. And you can say what you want. Like, I'm not the tallest guy in the world. To most women, I'm short, right? But then, like, that's not. It is what it is.
That's their stutter,
right?
/ being short.
You know what I'm saying? He may not be ugly to some women, but to me, nigga, you look crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, and look, don't get me wrong. And look,
I get where you come from.
And I know for a fact this is what's driven to me in my head. Even with my circle, I like being around attractive people, whether it's men or women. It's not no homo shit. Like, that's just, I don't know. When I see my circle and we go out, it's like, it's just something about being in, like, especially women. Don't get me wrong, I have women friends that's not the most attractive, but it's just something about being around attractive women. Even if I'm not speaking to them, we just friends. It's just that energy.
Yeah.
Even with the fellas, it's like, I know we could go up to any group of women and pull them like that. Not saying the ugly guy can't, but it's just something about that. Like, we them boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's saying, like, we them boys. Like, all my niggas get fly. We that's handsome. We could all be models.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's like that. It's just that energy.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact society trained me to think that way. Not saying that I would curve a guy to be my friend, no homo shit, because he's ugly. I don't care. But it's just something about, well, all my niggas is fly and we handsome. Like,
you know, you acknowledge that level of socialization from society. Of course I do.
Yeah,
I acknowledge it as well, but I don't think on that level. Like, I don't think like all my niggas are good. Or like it just happens to play out like that. Life just happens to play out like that.
Sure. But you don't think a part of your energy may be attracting that? Like, people that keep themselves well groomed, people that have a good shape and they
say birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah. That's a fact.
Law of attraction.
That's a fact.
And you OG popped up in a nigga life.
That's a fact. You know what's crazy? Sorry to cut you off. Not sorry to cut you off.
That's all it is.
Yo, a lot of times people don't really be ugly, bro. They just be fat.
That's all. Look at Gucci Man.
No. He's the perfect example. Before he lost weight, I was an avid Gucci like judger. I would say, yo, this nigga's mad ugly, B. Yeah. All the time.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, yo, this guy's actually handsome because he lost weight. You know what I'm saying?
Not because he lost weight.
No, it's because he lost weight.
It is because he lost weight, but no, I'm saying it's like,
no, his face looks better.
I know that.
No homo. I can say this.
All right, continue.
Nah, literally.
I know, I agree with that. But the way you said it, it's like, because you lose weight, you would look better.
No, I'm not saying everybody. No, not everybody.
That's why I'm saying
no, not everybody.
It's not just because he lost weight, but in his case, yeah, it's because he lost weight.
A lot of the times, I've seen people like, you see a girl that's like 200 pounds. You could just see in her face, yo, you would be. You not ugly now. You cute now, but I know for a fact if you lost like fucking 80 pounds, you would be a beast. And this is not no knock against chubby girls or fat girls.
It's not
my preference, but you guys are beautiful in your own right. But I be seeing girls like, yo, you're mad pretty, but I know if your face just got slimmer, your neck got a little smaller, it would be and you slim down, level.
Your body, your ass would be like parao. I've seen women like that, and I think like, I'm like, yo, if son, I'll get you on some workout shit and you'll be fired.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen girls. I was kind of like, nah, I ain't really feeling her. She calm, but I ain't really. Attack? Which one? Then 4 years later, I see her. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
All you had to do was lose 80 pounds. Why you ain't been through that shit? It's harder than it sounds.
Once again, society. Yeah. Society causes women to in turn, which was going to be another question of mine, the significance of, no, before, backtrack real quick, before we get into that, I wanted to touch on with the whole society thing, with how women think the way they think in terms of the men that they feel that they're, the men that they're attracted to. The funny thing is, back in the day, society, media used to push the whole father image of hardworking man, come home from work to his wife and children, and that's it. he working home. That's his mentality.
Yeah, and then the
That's how
woman
he
would
carried
just take care of
himself.
the kids and cook clean.
And they would show the woman as, basically a housewife. Yeah, cook and clean. And this was their nuclear family.
Yeah.
Now, this family actually had structure, even though it had some discrepancies in terms of gender disparities and, and
But it's still structured to
subjugation.
some extent.
It's still structured to some extent.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the funny thing is, women back then that grew up watching that type of image was socialized to go for a man who is stable, hardworking,
Yep.
family oriented.
Yep.
Look at grandma and grandpa relationships.
Yeah.
Grandma and grandpa been married for 70 years.
Yep.
But for some reason, Aunt Diane, she keep getting divorced every 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, you know what it is?
Or Uncle John, he keep getting divorced every 2 years.
Yeah, which is like the son of the grandmother, you saying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is...
The thing is because with those type of relationships, to be honest, and I've heard different opinions and all that, a lot of times, those couples, they don't really be their happiest. The old school couples.
No,
they don't
I
really
get
be their
you.
happiest,
I got you.
but
Yeah,
there
I'm
is
listening.
structure, and in that structure, it's easier to stay together for that long because you're not starting over at 60.